everyone, we're going to find derivative of y with respect to x and also then find where the slope of the curve is defined. So let's go ahead and differentiate both sides of the equation. So on the left hand side we have x squared y minus xy squared. On the right hand side we have 4. Alright, so for the left hand side we're going to differentiate our y. So write down x squared times the derivative of y, which is 1 times dy dx, plus differentiate your x, so you have your y times the derivative of x is times 2x. And this would be times dx over dx. Now that just equals 1, so we usually don't write that. Alright, so that's your product rule for this first part. Okay, so now we have minus, and we have to do this one. Write down your x, and then differentiate your y. So that's 2y times derivative of y with respect to x. And then we have, let's see, write down your y squared. So it's going to be plus y squared times the derivative of x is just 1. All right, and this all equals 0 because the derivative with respect to x of 4 is 0. All right, and I'm going to just go ahead and expand this. We have x squared dy dx plus 2xy minus 2xy dy dx minus y squared equals 0. So basically all I did was straighten up these and then distributed that negative. Now let's group our dy's, dx's together. So I'm going to group this with this. So I'm going to get x squared times dy dx minus 2xy times dy dx. And I'm going to move these two terms on the right hand side. So you get y squared minus 2xy. All right, next step, factor out your dy dx. So you get dy dx times x squared minus 2xy equals y squared minus 2xy. And then the next step is divide both sides by this to isolate your dy dx. So we're going to get dy divided by dx equals y squared minus 2xy divided by x squared minus 2xy. All right, so now the next step, it says where the slope of the curve is defined. So that means basically everywhere where your denominator cannot be 0. So let's look at our denominator. So we have factor out an x. You're going to get x minus 2y equals 0. So for this piece, x, and let's put not equal to 0. So x cannot be 0. And for this piece, we need to do what our y can't be. We already know our x can't be 0. So we have x equals 2y. Let's go ahead and put not. So y cannot equal x divided by 2. So where is the curve defined? Everywhere the slope of the curve is defined everywhere except x equals 0 and y equals x divided by 2. If you plug those in, you'll get 0 in the denominator, and that's not defined. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.